Hello.
Hello, hello.
How's it going today, Eric?
It's going well today, Raiden. How are you?
It's going good. Just finished watching the Canada Czechia
Czechia, yeah.
game, and it was a nail biter.
That one was scary. I was worried. I mean, going into it, no one thought that it was going to be that close because we beat them in the preliminary round like 5-1.
Yeah, big time. I went this morning. My brother and his fiance, they flew back to Vancouver Island.
Yep.
And I drove them to the airport.
Oh, nice.
And so after I dropped them off, it was quite early, around like 6:30. So
The game would have started not that long.
I didn't watch it at all.
Yeah.
So I went and had breakfast with my grandpa at his senior's home, and then he has a pool there. So him and we've been swimming.
You mentioned that.
Yeah. So it's good for me, and then his doctor has told him that he's got to get back. He was a big swimmer all of his life.
Oh, really?
And the past couple years, he hasn't been.
So you kind of been helping him out with that.
So yeah,
That's cool.
so it's mutually beneficial for both of us.
Swimming's a great exercise.
Big time.
Swimming lengths is like, I think it's, I'm pretty sure I heard this somewhere. I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm not talking out of my ass here. Swimming is the best exercise because it hits every muscle group.
I'm not surprised by that.
When you're swimming lengths, treading water, blah blah blah, you're using everything.
I love swimming.
It's good. It's a really good exercise. It's hard.
Have you been since your accident?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not like swimming per se. I've been to the Talisman or whatever it's called now.
Yeah.
And I've been in the hot tub there.
Nice.
And that's it.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a pool since.
Okay. Yeah.
Except for Denver. Like when I did the rehab stuff in Denver.
Yeah.
They had like a pool where you can do weight.
Yeah.
Whatever it was called, weight training, weightless training.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Do you like it? Or
I do like swimming. It's a bit of a process.
Yeah.
Which that I don't like. But being in the water, I used to love swimming. So being in the water is
nice.
It is nice.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so him and we went for a swim, and then at the end, after the swim, we went up to his. He's got it's like in a retirement home, so went up to his apartment there, and he finished swimming before me, so he went up, and then when I went up to say bye, the third period had just started.
Yeah.
And so I just watched the end of the third period, and then it was 2-2.
It was 2-2
at the start of the third,
and then it was 3-2 with
Czechia scores.
6 minutes left.
And that, I think, had the entire nation biting their nails. Had me biting my nails. I was freaking out.
I was losing it.
And then who was it that tied it up? Was it?
It was Suzuki.
It was Suzuki.
And then Mitch Marner won it in overtime.
Yeah, Suzuki's tip-in was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
just 5-hole.
That was a nice goal. A nice sigh of relief.
Yeah.
And then and then Mitch Marner scores on a
nice,
pretty much like on a 1-on-2. Like you had two guys.
Basically.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh.
Nice.
We were watching. Guys, we're currently watching the Finland Switzerland game, and Finland just won in overtime, 3-2.
Yeah, and it was a sick goal.
That was a nice goal.
So Canada won, which was good. That was the quarterfinal, so it looks like they're moving on, and then looks like Finland is moving on.
As well as Slovakia, they won the first game today against Germany.
Yep.
They won 6-2. And then the last game today is Sweden versus USA at 1 p.m.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. I love the Olympics.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I don't like the politics and the corruption within the IOC, but as a spectacle, I enjoy it very much.
Yeah, that's like FIFA is like that as well too.
Yeah,
like all these international.
Who is the commissioner of FIFA back in Sepp Blatter.
Oh,
Is that his name?
I can't remember, but I know, like, I can picture him.
Do you remember that guy who threw the wad of cash?
Yeah.
Was that an Olympic thing or a FIFA thing?
I think that was a FIFA thing.
I'm pretty sure it was a FIFA thing.
Yeah.
And there's just a picture of that guy with like dollar bills like raining down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, so that happened. Olympics in full swing. It's pretty sweet. Oh, yeah. Do you know I can't remember if it was you that told me or if it was that the rink is too small.
Okay, so typically I think an NHL rink is like 200 by 85.
Okay.
And this is like 190 by 85 or something like that. It is smaller.
Okay.
But what they did, they just shrunk the neutral zone, and it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's still good hockey.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of. I think it's kind of better that it's on a smaller.
Yeah.
It kind of makes it more exciting.
The game it does speed up the tempo a little bit for sure.
Yeah. Looks like team.
Oh, they're
what
playing.
Is that? Switzerland? No.
That was USA.
No. Yeah. They're playing Sweden.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Sweden.
Yeah, they're playing some sewer ball. So we were watching that. Pretty good watch. I watched them play France the other day. They smoked them.
Yeah.
And then, did they get in a fight? Was there a fight?
Yeah, Tom Wilson and this big French guy kind of had a bit of a wrestling match.
Okay.
That French player got kicked out of the Olympics.
For that?
No, apparently he was like, well, there was that, and he would have been kicked out of the game, would have been over. But then the French Olympic,
kicked him out for fighting.
Entity kicked him out for, he was being quite boisterous and gesturing to the crowd. They kicked him out for that, for the entire thing, which I thought was pretty wild.
Interesting.
Yeah. The French bumped him out.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't think he wanted to fight Tom Wilson. Do you know a lot about Tom Wilson?
No.
So he plays on Washington with Ovi.
Yeah.
And for a few years, he hasn't been as bad lately, but in his past he's been suspended a ton, and he hurts people.
Oh, okay.
There's a preseason game where he gave a guy a concussion, a bad one.
Oh, okay.
And he just came out of nowhere.
He's a bruiser.
Hit him right in the head. And he's done that a few times.
Okay, so he's kind of
he walks the line for sure.
Okay.
But he's also very, very tough.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ryan Reeves fought Tom Wilson, and I think Tom won. Tom Wilson fought. He's basically fought everyone, and he's him or Matthew Olivier on Columbus. Those are the two toughest guys in the league. Yeah, in terms of fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah.
And then what was it? What did Brady Tkachuk say?
Matthew Tkachuk?
It was Matthew Tkachuk
and Brady, yeah, together.
Okay. Yeah. What was he saying?
They were chirping Leon Draisaitl right in front of the camera in the bench.
Yeah.
And it was always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Who did Draisaitl play for?
Edmonton with McDavid.
Okay. No, but
Germany.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, I saw that making the rounds. That made me laugh.
Yeah. It's a good shirt.
Yeah. Yes, that's good. And then it is. They are really kind of modern day gladiators. I was thinking about that watching it today.
They are. I think the closest thing to that is hockey is very close, but UFC is
yeah, I guess that's
probably the closest because that's
true.
I don't know what your thought is on this, but I don't really consider it a sport.
UFC?
Yeah. I think it's too primal. Like, I get it. It is a sport, and like, obviously there's a scoring system and this and this and that, but it is so ruthless and so brutal. Like the way you look at the way some of these guys end up after a fight, and it's like, oh my god.
I'm trying to think. I think I'd consider it a sport.
I think it is, but it is the most primal, closest thing to being a gladiator that you can get.
I've started to like it more since even like the past couple of years. I never was into it, and then the past couple of years I've been getting.
I got into it UFC quite a while ago, like probably 2010 ish, and then I'm not like a hardcore fan. I'd say I know more than like your average Joe off the street, but my roommate Smitty, he knows a lot about UFC.
Yeah. The other
and
day
then
he
we
was
watched,
talking about it. Yeah. Then we watched Max.
That was really cool. Shout out to Max Hamilton.
Big time. That was.
You want to tell us about that a little bit?
Yeah. So we went. Max Hamilton. We went. He was a couple years younger than us in high school.
Yeah.
And I always knew him because he was a basketball player, so we'd play basketball with him.
Yeah.
At gym time and whatever, but he came over here for a party a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And then
Stampede get together.
Yeah, that was like I hadn't seen him in a long time, and then I knew then he had started a gym.
Mm-hmm.
And then I knew he was running that, and then when I saw him here, dude was jacked.
Oh, he's shredded.
Yeah.
And he has a very, very good like build.
Yeah.
For fighting.
Big time. Yeah, he's like super. It's like
he's got the long arms, and he's not like he's shredded, but he's not like bulky.
He's not bulky, but he's not dangly either.
No, he's very
proportionate. Yeah.
Proportionate. Yeah.
Yeah. So we saw him here, and then I'd gone and talked. I'd talked to him a couple times. When he was running the gym, he was doing like marketing stuff, and then we went to the gym. Yeah, we went to the gym and talked to him to see if we could do like a
pod.
Yeah, a podcast together or work something out. But
do you know what happened to that gym?
I think they ended up closing.
Yeah,
I think they ended up closing. I think he sold it. So so I reconnected with him, and then. Because we wanted him on, so maybe we'll get him on.
We'll get him on, and we'll do a little debrief about this fight.
Yeah, and
he sorry. Continue.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. So so when I went and saw him, I was talking to him, and he said, "Oh yeah, I'm training for an MMA fight in January," because I saw him I think in November.
It was the end of January, right? Was his fight?
Yeah, end of January. And I was like, "Oh, that's sick." And so he says, like, like if you want to go, like tickets will be. And so when he told me that, I was like, "Oh, I want to go see that." And so he sent me the link to the tickets. So we got some tickets, and actually, he sent me a link. That's a whole different story on the ticket front. But long story short, we went to go see that
we got in.
We got in, and we went to go, and we and it was. There was 21 fights. It started at 6:30.
There were a lot.
Yeah, and Eric and I stayed there till.
I think there's the program for it is right over there too.
Yeah, I think we stayed there till 9:30.
Yep.
And then Eric and I got too tired, and so we went home. But fortunately, and Max was the main event. 18. He was 18 fights. Yeah. And Max fought this guy Ethan Arno. In the final fight, they were the title fight.
Yeah.
And but what was awesome about this, and it was called Champions Rise Fight Night. And so I think what they do is they put on these programs. I was looking at their website. I think it's just under $3,000, and you train for 21 weeks. And at the end of it, you have the opportunity to fight. They'll match you up with other people in the program, and you fight in this. And it's like a really nice event. People were dressed up for it. We go in, and Eric and I had some good seats.
We had really good seats.
And I'd never been to a live MMA fight before.
To be honest, neither have I.
And it was sick. It was one of the coolest. It was cool. Like, I've watched them on TV, and I think they're cool.
Yeah.
And it's like fun when you're like watching on TV, but being there was a different experience.
I think so too. And having like some skin in the game, like having a buddy you're rooting for, is that it makes it a whole other story.
Yeah. So it was intense. So, and what was cool was we were getting tired, but there was they had a live stream of the fight. It was like a full production. It was like it was like an amateur UFC pretty much.
Yep.
And we came home, and then we watched the end. We watched the last fights just on TV through the live stream, and it was sick. And they were like, there was good fights. There was one fight where I thought, it was crazy because he got knocked out. There was one real knockout.
Oh, the young.
Yeah, it was it was an 18-year-old guy versus a 26-year-old guy. I was a little like, I don't know if they should have let that fight happen, because you can see the 26-year-old guy was like, he had muscle definition, and the other guy still had like kind of baby fat on him. Yeah. And the 26-year-old guy just like got one, like, first round. Was it first? I think it was first round.
First or second.
It was either first or second round.
Latest.
Yeah, and then he
connected.
He connected and just knocked him out.
Yeah.
But it's still a great fight. So yeah, I think it was 3 rounds. It was each fight was 3 rounds.
Yes, but
was it 1 minute each? 1.5, 2 minutes?
I would think 2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
3. Maybe 3 minutes.
Maybe 3 minutes. Yeah.
3 minutes would make more sense, and it was
3-minute rounds.
Yeah, that would make sense. But if the one fighter won 2 rounds in a row, they wouldn't do the third.
Yeah. That's 2 out of 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then and so we watched Max fight this Ethan guy, and he dominated at first. And like Ethan Arno guy, he comes out, and I was worried for Max because Ethan Arno guy, he looked more jacked.
Yeah, he did.
He looked more jacked. He looked more fit. And he came out swinging, so I was like, oh no. But then, like, within like 1 minute, Max just totally flipped the switch,
and he just dominated.
Yeah,
I thought like his like overall control, like control in the ring, was really impressive. Those knees.
Yeah, he just kind of clinched him, and then he just
kept punishing in the gut, in the leg. And that Superman punch?
Yeah, that was sick.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
So, Max, fucking...
Good job.
Good job, man. Like, that was super cool to see.
That was, yeah. I'm going to reach out. We'll see if we can get him on.
Yeah.
Talk about it. See if he's going to do it again.
Oh, I bet he will.
Yeah.
I bet he could go somewhere with it. Like, I mean, he's not young. Never mind. He is very young, but he's not, like...
Yeah, he's not too old. He's not
too old, and he's not too young. And I think he has like this skill. Stylistically, he reminded me a lot of like kind of like a Conor McGregor, just the way he like carried himself and walked around in the ring, and the way he like positionally held himself. But yeah, it was cool.
It was awesome. Yeah, so we watched that, and then speaking of gladiators and fighting, we just also watched the last episode of
second last
episode,
episode 5 of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms,
and it was awesome.
So as I understand it, I think it's probably sitting at around a 9.9 or a 9.8 on the old IMDb. But basically, it was a perfect 10, and what the rumor is that Breaking Bad fans. So for people that don't know, the highest episode of TV, highest rated episode of TV ever is a Breaking Bad episode called Ozymandias, and I think it's like, I'm pretty sure it's the season finale or the series finale or whatever it was, but yeah, this past episode of Night of the Seven Kingdoms is a 9.8, which is it's perfect. It's the best episode of TV I've ever seen in a long time.
Yeah, it was. So tell the okay. So
Yeah.
this will be a spoiler alert, but tell the
Okay.
listener, remind the listener what happened in the last one, and then
So spoiler,
run us through it.
spoiler free review.
Yeah.
So
you
or
can
spoilers.
a little bit spoilers.
A little bit spoilers.
A little bit of spoilers.
So basically, what happened at the end of the last episode, so episode 4, is Baelor Targaryen is basically they have a talk with Dunk and Aerion and Maekar and some of the other lords that are there. They're like, dude, you assaulted a prince. Like, we're gonna do a trial by combat, and that's what he requests. He's like, I request trial by combat. And then Aerion, the Targaryen prince who Dunk assaulted in episode 3, protecting Tamsel, he goes, I want a trial of 7, which is basically the same thing as a trial by combat, but it's an older, more seldomly invoked thing. And basically the thought process surrounding that is that there's 7 pillars of the faith in Westeros. Let's see if I can get these. The father, the mother, the maiden, the warrior, the stranger,
Missing 2.
I'm blanking. I got 5.
Yeah.
Can you read them again?
Yeah. The mother, the maiden,
7 pillars of faith.
the
Westeros.
warrior, the father, the stranger. Yeah. So.
Here, I got it.
Oh,
right
you got
here.
it?
I got it right here. Okay. Okay, so the father, the mother, the maiden, the crone, the warrior, the smith, and the stranger.
We were missing the crone and the smith.
Yeah.
What is a crone?
Like, it's wisdom.
Okay.
Interesting. So, yeah, the idea is if there's 7 warriors representing one pillar of one of the 7 pillars of the faith, that would be a more holy, interventional, kind of battle, a more pure form of trial by combat.
Yeah.
So Dunk is then told you got to find 6 buddies to do this with you, or else you can't fight. Like,
and he has no one.
To start, he has no one. So that's kind of what happened at episode 4.
Yeah.
And by the end of the episode, he has his 7, which, in a turn of events, Baelor Targaryen, the heir to the heir to the Iron Throne, and the Hand of the King, he ends up joining Dunk's side.
In the last minute.
In the last minute. No one saw it coming.
Yeah, because he had
because it's the honorable thing to do.
Yeah, he had 5 guys. He had 5 guys ready, and then there was no one else that was kind of stepping up, and then Baelor comes and is like, I'll fight for...
And then they knight Sir Raymond Foss away. And then Baelor. So they make their 7.
Yeah.
So that's the end of episode 4. And then we watched episode 5 today, which was... I mean, it's probably one of the best episodes of TV I've ever seen. And I don't think... that's not exaggeration. I thought it was so well done. It shows just like during the actual fight itself, what they did was pretty interesting because they were able to start the episode off with a fight, and then it transitions to like a flashback when as Dunk gets hit in the head with a morning star and knocked off his horse, and he gets knocked out, and then during that little period of
when he's
unconsciousness,
it flashes back
to him as a kid in living in Flea Bottom in King's Landing, and it sets up how he meets Sir Arlen of Pennytree,
which was his
knight,
the knight that he squired for.
Yeah, and then
and he has like a friend,
Rafe.
Yeah,
and spoiler alert, she gets her throat slit by a corrupt gold cloak of the
Gold cloak.
City Watch.
Right, the City Watch.
But yeah, similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flashback, it serves for, like, I think it serves a pretty important purpose. Kind of showing you, like, where Dunk came from. Kind of his humble, very, very modest beginnings.
Mm-hmm. Extremely.
And it takes you to where he is currently. So, he wakes up. And then the fight just keeps going. And it is fucking brutal. I mean, Dunk is taking punishment left, right, and center. And
who is the guy that he's fighting?
He's fighting Aeron Targaryen.
Yeah, and they match up pretty much right away.
Yeah.
There's like chaos going on and like horses coming by and hitting people. But then when he wakes up, they're kind of, it's like one-on-one.
Yeah, they're going at each other pretty hard.
And he gets... sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just going to say, he gets stabbed multiple times.
So off the beginning of the joust.
Yeah, in the joust, he gets like a piece of the wood stuck in his gut that he pulls out.
What's that called? A lance.
Yeah, the lance. Yeah, the lance breaks, and then a piece of it is stuck in his stomach.
Yeah.
So he pulls that out.
Yeah.
And then he gets stabbed in the leg.
So he gets the lance in the gut.
Yeah.
Yanks it out, and as soon as he does, he gets hit in the face with a fucking morning star.
Yeah, and the morning star is like the big mace.
It's like
looking thing.
Yeah, it's like
the mace
got a handle
like, connected to the chain. Yeah.
And then a small ball with spikes on it.
Yeah, it's the thing that in Lord of the Rings that
the Night King of Angmar.
Yeah, the Night King.
Angmar.
Yeah. Is it the Night King?
Yep, the Night King of Angmar.
Yeah. I want to say the Lich King, but that's from...
Yeah, it's the Night King.
The
Lich
King
from
of
Angmar.
Warcraft, he looks similar.
Yeah, similar. I think his is ginormous.
Yeah.
And a Morning Star. Like, I think that would be a mace. I think a Morning Star is typically smaller. Still super devastating, but the thing is not as heavy.
Okay. So yeah, gets hit in the head with the Morning Star, and then they like get close together, and then the Targaryen guy takes out a knife.
A dagger, yeah. A
dagger.
Long fucking dagger.
And I think
stabs him in the gut where he got impaled the first time.
I thought that was his leg.
No.
Oh, okay.
He does, Aeron does end up throwing his sword
into his
Dunk's leg.
Yeah. And he gets stabbed quite a few times.
Oh yeah, he gets poked.
He is wearing chainmail, but so I guess that would kind of protect it.
Chainmail's not that great with
stabs. No, it's more for slashing.
More for slashing. And
you're right. So yeah, he gets stabbed a bunch, and then he gets stabbed through the hand.
Yeah,
and then it like goes. He's
goes
almost
right through his hand.
He's like going for his face.
Yeah,
and then he puts his hand out, and so it goes through his hand, and then it like comes in and scratches his eye. And he's able to, and then he pushes him off, or he gets hit off by a guy, I think riding by on a horse or something. Mm-hmm. And then he pulls the knife out of his hand, and then does he get stabbed? He might get stabbed a couple other times.
Yeah, but what? Yeah,
that was my one criticism of it was that I think if that happened in real life, he'd be dead. Because there's arteries everywhere where he got stabbed.
Well, yeah.
And then
I think when what ends up happening, right, is he gets stabbed, he gets the knife in the hand, then him and Aeron go at it a bit, and then he gets Aeron in the femoral artery.
Yeah, right here.
Right in his leg, like in his groin.
Yeah, the top part of the leg.
Yeah. That I think would fucking...
That would kill you.
That would kill you.
Yeah. But I also think, because I think he gets stabbed right here, and that's where that...
I don't think so.
No?
Well, he gets the sword thrown at him, which goes into his, like...
His leg.
His leg. He takes the gut blow with the lance.
Yeah.
And the dagger. He stabs him in the same spot with the dagger. Yeah. And he takes the knife through the hand, and his eye is fucked up.
Yeah.
So he gets a tremendous amount of punishment.
Yeah, but then he cuts... Is it
Aeron.
Aeron. I always...
their names are very confusing.
Yeah, so Aeron, he cuts his leg, and then he's like pretty much passed out. Oh, and then...
they both like fall back.
Yeah. And then...
Dunk.
Okay, you go. Take it.
And then And okay, so they both fall back. They're like probably 10 feet away from each other, both just resting. And Dunk like slowly collapses into the mud. Mm-hmm. And everyone like, thinks he's dead.
Yeah, and he looks dead.
He looks very dead. And then Aegon Targaryen, the
little bald boy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, get up, sir. Get up. Get up, sir. Sir, get up.
And then it looks like he's dead. And then the guy's about to blow the horn, or like the king guy, or the lord of the
Lord Ashford is about to call it.
Yeah.
And get the horn blower to blow.
Yeah.
To kind of call the fight. And then
he breathes.
Yeah, and he starts blinking.
And then he's like, wait.
He's like, wait.
And then he gets up.
And
I like the okay, so at the very beginning of the episode when they're just starting the joust, I like it because it's like it's quiet. Like it's dead.
It's super POV. It's all
super POV, so it's like you can see like what he sees, and then like the helmet he has is like super vision limited. So you can see, and it's really cool. It's really cool cinematography.
Yeah.
And then when he gets up, it will show like different shots, and it will be from the crowd, and you can hear everything.
Yeah,
but then it zooms in on Dunk, and you can his POV, and everything's all muffled.
Yeah,
because he's like he's just been hit in the head so many times he can't barely hear.
Yeah. I thought that was really well done how they did that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah, and then so Dunk wakes up, and it kind of right before he wakes up, he kind of has a flashback of Sir Arlen of Pennytree saying, "Get up," and then Dunk opens his eye. And then kind of stands up and gets ready to fight Aerion again. They go at it. Dunk is able to get his shield, Aerion's shield, and starts
beating. He knocks him down. Yeah, he knocks him down on the ground, and then so Dunk's over top of him, and he takes his shield off of him.
Ground and pound with the shield. He just started beating his head in with it. And then Aerion, he looks up at him as Dunk is taking a little break.
His face mask comes up. So you can see
he lifts the visor. And he goes, "I yield." And then Dunk kind of picks him up.
Yeah.
Drags him in front of all the lords. And he's like, "Tell him." Yeah. Like, "Tell him." And then Lord Aerion is like, I withdraw my accusation. And then Dunk throws him into the mud. Mm-hmm. He's done with him, and he won.
Yeah.
Very much an underdog story. I thought it was super cool. But then, Steely Pete, or whatever his name is,
the Smith guy,
the armorer,
yeah,
and Raymond Fossaway, they go to Dunk's aid and they help him. They bring him into like a stable to try and like fucking get him tended to before he dies. Yeah. And then Sir Baelor Targaryen, the Hand of the King,
he comes in and he seems like he's fine.
Yeah, who vouched for Dunk and kind of went to his side when no one else would. Like he's a very good.
Yeah, and he's also good because he's like a powerful guy. He's like the most powerful guy.
Realistically, he's the most powerful man in Westeros.
Yeah, and then he's like
Hand
comes
of the
in
King,
and he's just like, oh yeah, keep going.
Well, sorry, you go.
I was just gonna say, so he comes in and he's just like, oh, like I'll send like the maester, who's like probably like the best doctor in that around to come check on him after he's done looking after my brother. And so his brother, and as a reminder, his brother Maekar is on the other team, was fighting on his son's team.
Yeah, and Aerion is the son of Maekar, the youngest son of the king. Yeah,
and so they fought. So it was like Baelor and Maekar. They fought.
Yeah.
But like they weren't trying to kill each other.
No, they were not.
Yeah, and but you don't really see that until you assume that happens, but you don't really see it. So he comes in. And he's like, I'm going to send my maester to help Dunk. And then
someone help me.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, can you? And then he goes to who's the
Raymond?
Yeah, he goes to Raymond. He's like, oh, can you help me get my helmet off? There's a crack in it.
Yeah.
And so as soon as he said that, I was like, oh, he's dead. Yeah, because like there's a battle, and then the helmet that he's wearing, there's no crack in it. It's just
open.
It's just an open face. So it's like
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like, you can tell like he's got like some brain damage because he thinks that is the visor's crack. Oh, that's what he says. He says, "Oh, there's a crack in my visor," or something like that. But there's no visor on.
Is that what kind of tipped you off?
That's what tipped me off.
Really, I didn't notice that. Okay.
Yeah, and then and so he goes, and then
Steely Pete.
and then he calls Steely. He's like, "Oh, you got to come over here." And there's a dent in the back of his helmet.
The helmet, yeah.
And so they take it off, and and so before this happens, Dunk, when Baylor comes in, like goes like he takes a knee, and he's like, "Oh, can I be a knight for you?
I'm your man.
I'm your man." And then he's
Baylor
like, "Yes."
like,
he's pretty much like, "Yes, for sure.
We need good men."
Yeah.
The realm.
And so, and so that happens like kind of 30 seconds before this, and then they go and they take the helmet off, and his head is smashed in, and
the back of his head is caved in.
Yeah, it's caved in, and like you can see his brain and stuff.
Yeah.
And so he's like, and then he's like, he puts
what
his hand in the back.
Before? He's like, my fingers feel like wood.
Yeah, my fingers. Yeah, and he's like, I can't feel can't feel stuff. And then we see that the back of his head is caved in.
Steely Payne and Raymond Foss, we were like, God, to be good.
Yeah, and then he pretty much collapses
and dies right there.
Yeah,
which is so shitty. It's tragic. Like,
and that's the end of the episode.
Yeah, which I thought it was just brilliant television.
Yeah.
Like,
pretty much that stuff like that for each one of these episodes. That's how they end it. Where it's like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, and then they make you wait for the next week.
Yeah.
So I like that they're doing that. They're ending it on good endings. Where it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's very much like I think A Night of the Seven Kingdoms is extremely accessible.
Mm-hmm.
For like
you don't have to watch really
Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon to really understand what's going on.
Yeah,
because it introduces you to the world in a really like intimate way.
Yeah,
where it's like not like this grand.
Yeah, there's
war between.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like what do they call that, exposition?
There's
it's just that it's kind of natural world building.
Yeah,
and they it's good. I agree. I really like this.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely. And then you were saying that they've already renewed it for
season 2 comes out next year.
Nice. We said 15 seasons is what they want to make.
So the showrunner, his name's Ira Parker. He's like probably our age.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna Google that really quickly.
Yeah, but kind of like
younger guy.
Yeah.
He was saying that what he wants to do is follow a Dunk and Egg throughout their whole lives.
Ooh.
To like
when they're old.
Egg as a youth, Egg as a young prince, and Egg as like a man, like his adulthood.
Yeah.
Which would take a long time. They said they want to do like 5 seasons, 10-year break, 5 seasons again, another or something like that. It's crazy. It's really ambitious.
That'd be pretty cool.
He's 41. So he's not that much older. He's only 11 years older.
Yeah.
Oh. Dude, he's from Ontario.
Oh, he's a Canadian guy.
He's Canadian, from St. Catharines, Ontario, wherever the hell that is.
Yeah, I think that's St. Catharines is it, no, I'm thinking of Waterloo.
Anyways,
St. Catharines like kind of northern Ontario, I think. I might be getting that wrong. That's cool.
Yeah. So anyone looking for a good show to watch?
That's a good one.
That is my favorite show right now.
Yeah. I watched some. Oh yeah, we watched on Monday night. We watched Troy.
Yeah.
My brother and my cousins.
Great movie.
It's a good movie.
I'm so excited for The Odyssey.
Yep.
That might be the best movie.
When does that come out?
July.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yep. And we get House of the Dragon in June.
Nice. So we're set.
We got lots. We got lots to look forward to. Yep.
Yeah. That's good.
You know what I've been trying to do a lot more lately as well?
What?
Cooking.
Oh yeah, you were saying that. So tell me what's been going on with that.
So yesterday I cooked 4 racks of ribs.
Nice.
and I've been experimenting. I need a lot of meat right
'cause
now.
I was here when the groceries got dropped off the other day. I
Yeah.
noticed that there was a lot of ribs.
So, I'll tell you what the rub that we used for it was. We used... Okay, so here is the rub. What the hell? Here it is. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon black pepper, 1 tablespoon garlic powder, 1 tablespoon onion powder, optional chili powder or cayenne for heat. I don't think we did those, but we did everything else.
Yeah.
And it turned out really good.
Nice.
Yeah, if you want some later, you can have some.
Ooh, I might take you up on that.
Yeah.
Well, how long did you put it? So
4 hours in the oven.
Oh, nice.
So
What
they're-
temperature? Do you remember?
Yeah, I do. I think it was at
That sounds delicious.
275.
Yeah, low and slow.
Low and slow is the key
Yeah.
to fall off the bone ribs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like cooking steak as well. I want to, you know what I want to dabble a bit more into?
What?
Salmon.
Yeah.
I love a good salmon.
Yeah.
I know you can't eat too much of it
Yeah.
because of mercury and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I do like salmon every once in a while, and I haven't made it a lot by myself.
Yeah.
But something I'd like to try more.
Yeah. I've been cracking into tuna cans, like just like flake tuna, which I like.
Yep.
But yeah, for me, I don't really like cooking.
No.
Like I can get into it, but I don't know. Especially like when I'm like feeling kind of low, depressed kind of thing. I find it so hard to like if it takes more than 2 steps, I'm like, fuck, it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah. So I've been
I'll make a sandwich.
yeah. Like even that, I'm like, oh, that's a lot of steps.
Yeah, it's
Like-
I gotta open the
So
fridge.
I've been trying to figure out stuff that I can like for when I feel like that. It's like things that I can eat, and so I've been just doing cans of tuna and like a salad, which has been good. Because like what I'll do is like literally if there's peanut butter in the house, like I'll just eat scoops of peanut butter till I feel sick.
Peanut butter's awesome.
Oh man, it's so good. But like I've been like that's like a thing. It's like not
You
good.
know what you
Like,
should try is peanut butter, honey, and banana on bread.
dude.
That's like a nice little morning sandwich.
My
snack.
problem is like okay, I'll feel hungry and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm very familiar with the peanut butter honey
yes. Combo.
banana combo.
Yeah.
And I'll just eat like if there's like a bunch of bananas and like a loaf of bread in the house, I'll eat all of them in one sitting.
Yeah.
Like so I'll eat like 6 or 7 bananas and then I'll eat like an entire loaf of bread and then like almost like a full jar of peanut butter. And it's like it's so good, but like I'll eat like that's for me like when I feel like emotionally uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'll eat until I feel until I feel gross.
I get it.
And that's really like that and my sleep are like the two most or like when I'm hungry
Are the bad habits you have?
when I'm like trying to like before sleep, those are like the 2 times I'm like most vulnerable and the 2 times where I sabotage myself the hardest. So I've been and like those two, I like try and like will myself. I'm just like, oh, today I'm gonna go to sleep early. Today I'm going to I'm not gonna like binge eat. I'm just like trying like will myself to not do it, and it's like it doesn't work.
Do you
and
sleep
so I've
well?
Been, when I sleep,
Most of the time, or
getting to sleep is super hard for me.
I have an impossible time getting to sleep.
Yeah,
Unless I take like 3 melatonin.
yeah. And so I've always been kind of fearful of melatonin.
Really? Just becoming like dependent or something?
Yeah.
I don't take it that often, but if I'm having a really tough time sleeping, I'll pop 2 of those things usually.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've been looking at like I've really got into this like my algorithm is showing me this like there's this one guy, this psychologist guy who I've been. Well, there's two guys on YouTube. There's this Healthy Gamer GG. He goes like Dr. K. He's a psychiatrist, like a YouTube psychiatrist. he's got really good content, and this other guy, Patrick Tehan, he's a psychologist in he's like a trauma informed psychologist out of Phoenix, and he does YouTube videos as well too, which I really like. And his are a lot of it is like centered around like processing your trauma kind of thing, and like there's like a lot of this stuff. It's like complex PTSD that I've been like symptoms that I've like really been like identifying with, where just like treatment resistant depression, like like these these patterns of interpersonal relationships that are like you think like a lot of people pleasing is an example of that, putting others people's needs above yourself. There's all these things that you do, like it's subconscious that you do it, and so I've been really looking into that, and then a part of it is like so there's a lot of these like non-intuitive ways of like treating this stuff, and it's maybe we can get into it at like a different podcast, but it's like it's really hard. Yeah, it's really hard to do. Yeah, and it's like the answers are simple, but then like execution is
difficult.
So hard. But it's been good, I think. Like a part of like one of the things it talks about is like when you were a kid, you learned that you didn't have a safe enough environment to let your body know that it was safe to relax. Yeah. And so that manifests in like having trouble sleeping and relaxing at the end of the day, because that's still stored in you. Yeah. And your body, like, even if like everything's like gravy, there's nothing happening. Yeah. It's like your body still thinks when there's silence, that's dangerous. Wild. And so like something I've been practicing is, something I've been trying to practice. I find it like really, like the past couple of days have been pretty, I think with my...
Should I take this off and just put it right here?
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
Yeah. And so one of the things I've been trying to do, I've been, like the past couple of days, I've been bad at this. Yeah. I mean, like, I get sucked into the Instagram reels so fast, and that's because, and like...
It's a slippery mud pit.
Yeah, and like
it's
a part
quicksand.
of yeah, and it's like it's like addiction, right? It's like
it's that dopamine. It just gets
and then like
instantly triggered.
They talk about that with like addiction as well too. Is like, it's like the reason why you go to it is because it makes you feel better. So when you're feeling shitty, that's when you go to it. So like right now, like especially at nighttime. That's when I feel the shittiest. Yeah. Like when I'm about to go to bed, because it's like, you're supposed to put stuff away, and then you're just left alone with your thoughts. And then all of these like really uncomfortable, painful stuff comes up. Yeah. And it's like I don't want to fucking do this right now. I just want to. Yeah. I don't want. I just give me this like give me the drip. Give me the drip. Give me the drip of a new.
That reminds me of like
algorithm pull. Great, or it's like feed pull. It's like the rat hitting the button, or the monkey hitting the button for more food. That's what I feel like in those moments. It's like,
for me, it's like, time for bed. Close your eyes. Hey, remember that time you embarrassed yourself in front of everyone in grade 10? Yeah. And then I'm like, no! Yeah. Why do I have to think about that right now? Or you're like, hey, remember all your regrets? Let's think about all of them right now. Yeah. And I'm talking to my brain, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing to me?
Big time. And so what I know, so like here's the simple thing. What I know is that in order to actually like quiet those thoughts down, you just have to let them happen. You have to let yourself feel it. You have to let yourself think the thought. You have to let yourself feel the emotion. And you can't just be like, let's think about something else, or don't think about that. Because one, it's not effective. Yeah. But it's also like so painful to do that.
I would immediately like try and avoid it.
Big time.
which is a bad habit.
Yeah.
Or maybe not a habit, but it's not the right response.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's like the thing too, is like, because like the whole thing with, for me, like the two big things are, the reels. Well, there's a few different things. It's social media, anything with like a infinite feed, YouTube, and food. And those three things is what I use to like fill that void.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, like, but like even with like the feed stuff is like, as soon as it's off, it's like it's on, but it's just like, it's kind of like a pause button.
Yeah.
It's like, we're gonna pause thinking about this, but then as soon as it's done, it's like, there it is. Doesn't go away. It's always with you.
It's always there.
And yeah, so one thing that I have been noticing is helpful in processing it is stretching. And yeah, like that has been really helpful. I've been doing more like these yoga, and it's like it's like trauma centered yoga and meditation kind of. But I find that the stretching and the yoga, like working out, is helpful. But like before bed, it's like it's not like I don't want to work out, and sometimes it's like I'll have like spent the whole day like exhausting myself, like actually working out, like and like killing it, and like. And then still at the end of the day, I'm just like, okay, I did my exercise. Like that's supposed to like make me not feel this way, but I still feel this way.
Yeah.
It's like I also don't want to go and like bike or like work out super hard at 10 p.m. Sometimes I've done that, but then even then, it's just like sometimes that doesn't make the feeling go away.
Yeah.
And so I've been finding that when I remember to do it, stretching has been
a big help.
Because it takes you out of your mind and into the body, which has been, I think, a big thing for me. A big thing for me is like when I'm noticing when I'm just like lost in those thoughts, and like noticing I'm lost in like these painful, really uncomfortable thoughts. And not judging myself for having them.
Yeah.
So like that's happening because like there's two things that could happen. It's like I could be having those thoughts, and then I could be like, okay, let's not feel that. Let's do some sort of numbing, which is like Instagram, YouTube, TV, or whatever, something, anything, any sort of distraction to like not feel that in the moment. And then sometimes I can notice myself being like wanting to go to that and being like, okay, that's me wanting to go to that. But then I'm like, no, I'm trying to not do that. And then I sit with it, and then it's all comfortable, and I'm just like, whoa, why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling this way? What I find helpful is when I notice myself like being really like trying to fight these things, is saying like
giving yourself up to it, sort of thing.
Giving myself up to it. And what I've been saying to myself is, hey, I'm noticing myself thinking this right now. I'm noticing myself feeling this right now, and just saying that.
Yeah.
And I find that gives, it's like I'm in it, and it puts me into third person view.
Yeah.
And I find that helpful. And then it's just like it's like, because it's super painful and it's like super uncomfortable. But then if I'm able to give myself a little bit of space, it's like then it's just like, hey, I'm watching myself. This is me just watching this happen to me. Yeah. And it's just like I become a viewer of it rather than being in it. And I find I'm able to watch it pass, because like when I'm in it, I feel like it'll never end.
Yeah.
But when I'm able to get into that headspace of like, oh, I'm watching myself feel angry. I'm watching myself feel sad. I'm watching myself feel regret and shame and guilt and anger and all these things. And it feels like when I'm in it, it feels like, oh, I'm always going to feel this way. And I feel that it's like so intense. And then when I'd be like, hey, I'm watching myself feel anger right now. And it's like, okay, it's like in a video game where you go from like...
That's an interesting method.
Like, in GTA, when it's like you're in first person and then you're driving the car, but then you can like switch to cinematic mode.
Yeah.
It feels like that. It feels like I'm going into cinematic mode where it's just like I'm no longer the guy experiencing it, or like it's no longer POV. It's now, I'm watching that guy go through that.
Yeah, it's like you detach yourself from what you're experiencing.
Yeah, and I'm still watching
like,
it. It's still occurring.
Yeah, it's still happening,
but I'm like, it's in third. It's
taking a step back to kind of evaluate.
Yeah, and
what you're feeling.
When I'm able to do that, it lets me kind of ride that wave easier, and it lets me, not go for the phone. It lets me not distract, or numb. But it's fucking hard to do.
Yeah. Shit is very hard to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Like, and I don't think I think there are a lot of things that can help, like, a lot of different people. Mm-hmm. But it's like there's no one trick solution for this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Which is hard. Because it's like, oh, this might work for me, but might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me.
Big time.
But I do like that. I like that strategy.
Yeah, it's mindfulness, and I think it's
mindfulness. Yes.
Like I probably started. I think I first got exposed to that probably like literally 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like I could only do what I just said, like that thing. I don't know, maybe in the past like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Like it's
been a grapple.
It's been a grapple. And it still is.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
you got that right. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you ever done like mindfulness stuff or meditation stuff like that?
Yeah. My mom is quite into that stuff. Mm-hmm. Like meditation and energy work.
Yeah.
So I've been exposed to that like from a pretty young age. I don't really know. Like, I have a tough time with it because I'm always in my head, just kind of thinking, whatever is in my mind at the time, something usually shitty. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't say that. It's more so just like what I've run into. It's gonna get a little heavy here. All day, every day, and this is something I guess this is good advice, or hopefully it is. Hopefully it helps someone. Anyways, what I run into is that I am constantly thinking, what if, and what could have been, right? Like, had not injury happened.
Yeah.
And that's something I kind of like I get panic attacks sometimes just being stuck in my state.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, like, what are we doing? Like, what's happening here? Like, calm down, take a breath. But it can be hard to deal with. And it's just like, where was I going with this? Yeah, I think some of the strategies I've used in the past are mainly like you're okay. Like, well, I don't know. I'm trying to say, like, trying to reference an effective strategy, but I don't really know how I've done it, to be honest. Like, manage those things. It's like kind of like recoup after a while and just be like, what does help is TV and movies as like an escape from my current situation.
Yeah.
Which I find help. And they also give you, like, they can give you perspective on how other people deal with
what's happening.
With whatever's they're dealing with.
Yeah.
And, like, how that affects people around them and how to communicate well. I think you can learn a lot from stories. And yeah, so I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a loaded one, but yeah. Kind of take it one day at a time, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is wild. Because, like, I'll be hanging out one day, everything will be good, and I'll be like, oh, I remember when I could walk. Good times.
Yeah.
And then other times, I don't even think about it, but, like, there's always this kind of, like, little voice being like, you fucked it, bro. And I'm like, I know. Yeah, so it's a hard thing to try and deal with every day?
This so my little voice is, brings up different stuff than that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there is an element of that where it's like you fucked it up.
Yeah.
It's like it's too late.
Yeah,
it's over.
You're cooked.
You're cooked.
That voice sucks.
So what I've been practicing. So man, that's my big thing. Is I run away from that voice, right? Because who the fuck wants to listen to that?
Not me.
But one of the things I've been practicing, find it extremely challenging to do, but is to turn towards it. So like if you think about it like as another person, like turning towards it and just saying, "I hear you." And like think of it as like a different person.
Yeah.
And be like, "I hear you." That sounds really hard.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting because like
think of it as like a little hurt you.
Yeah.
That's how I've been thinking about it. It's like a little hurt you. Like I think of it as like as baby Rain.
Yeah.
Like little Rain. It's like a little kid. Like whenever that happened, right?
Yeah.
That you were a kid, and you didn't have control over that, and that person got hurt.
Yeah. What's shitty? What might be the hardest part of it is that like we're going into it right now. Is that I have no one to blame but myself for my situation, which is like kind of torture.
Yeah.
Because like, would it be better to have someone to blame? Probably not. But like, at least you can direct it to someone that's not you.
Yeah.
Like if you got in a fight and hit your head or something and this happened, like, I feel like that'd be an easier way to direct the anger.
Yeah.
But since it's all internal, it can be really hard. Like,
huge.
Yeah, and like people can be like, "Oh, like you can do this. Like, go see a therapist." Like, people say that all the time.
Yeah.
It's like,
whenever someone says it to me, I think, "Fuck you."
Yeah, it's like
that's literally what I think. I think like there's two parts of me. It's like one part is just like,
thanks for the advice. I'll take it under consideration.
Yeah, and then the other part is literally like grabbing them and like screaming in their face. Like,
well, it's like, and I don't know what your thoughts are on this, but like, let's say someone gets broken up with or dumped. It's like, oh, you'll get back on the horse. Like, you'll be okay. Go talk to someone. Maybe they'll help. It's like, oh, talk to someone. It's like, what are they gonna do? For me, literally, it's like I can talk to someone, but like that's not gonna change my situation at all. So it's like, what I guess what I'm trying to say is like people are always like, oh yeah, you can get over it. Like you can just go talk to someone, go see a therapist, and it's like that might work for other people, but like given my current status, that really pisses me off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a hard thing to like admit and like be like, wow, there's like nothing I can do.
Yeah. For me, it's like also like the financial part where it's just like, it's like, oh, go see a therapist. And it's just like,
oh, it's $200.
It's $200. And then why would I want to pay $200 to go and talk to someone when I know leaving it, I'm going to be dealing with the same stuff?
Yeah.
It feels like kind of setting money on fire.
It kind of feels like a tax for being a pussy. It's like, me. This is what's going on with me. This is my day. It's like, bro, like, I get it, and I'm not judging anyone that sees people. Like, I've seen a therapist a ton.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, it was just like, what is this accomplishing?
Yeah, it's like, feels like I'm going in circles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I already, like, into, like, so this is two things. One, I agree with you 100%. Also, two, I think, and I've started to know this, like, I just went to go see a therapist for the first time in 4 years. I go to see her again on the start of next month.
Nice.
So I think that's like actually part of the healing process is like real, like being like, what the fuck
is this?
And I think what it means is there's something you're not being honest with yourself about. And for me, that was still is, a piece of my identity I don't want to give up.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think that was, and I think I've like, like literally, oh yeah, I was feeling, and then it's like, oh yeah, I'm not getting anywhere with everybody, I'm just going to stop. And I think like the reason why I stopped is like, there was something that I got confronted with that I didn't want to give up. Where I saw in myself where it's like, and then I think it was like grief.
That resonates.
Yeah. And I think for me, it's like been a grieving thing where it's like I got to a certain thing and then realizing for what I think it is like it's giving up hope or this dream, like this is what I thought my life could have been.
Yeah.
This is what I thought this is how I thought everything was
like
going
the
to be.
trajectory was
yeah
going.
This is the trajectory. Yeah, when I was like, and I think I got confronted with that's not going to be the reality, and I withdrew, and I was just like, I don't have it in me to
confront this.
Yeah, to accept that that's the reality. Yeah,
that rings really true for me. At least, like, I totally get how you feel. Like, it's like, this is how it was supposed to happen. This is who I was supposed to be. And the fact that that's not, like, how do you reconcile that? I don't know. I think there are ways, and obviously other days are easier. But, like, sometimes it's like, how the fuck did we get here? You know what I mean? It's like, what? Like, what? Yeah, so, I don't know. But, at the end of the day, too, like, I do think I'm a happy person, regardless of everything. Doesn't mean shit doesn't suck here and there. It does, and more than here and there, I would say. But, I don't know. I don't have it in me to be angry at like people and life because of what happened. You know, I like to smile. I like to have a good time. Mm-hmm. It's just kind of like you said, like reconciling like what could have been and what should have been with what is now.
Yeah,
that's really hard to deal with, and sometimes I just avoid it.
Big time.
I'm like, oh, I'm going to watch.
I'm not dealing with that today.
I'm watching Pirates of the Caribbean, and I'm going to get drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, big time.
Like,
I've been been really pretty much cutting out all weed and drinking.
Yeah.
But what I've replaced that with is like just social, like YouTube, pretty much. Yeah. So I can't really say it's like, oh yeah, I've gotten.
Yeah, I don't drink that often, which is, I guess, a good thing. Probably is. I used to drink like a fish.
Yeah.
Like in high school and university.
Yeah.
But now it's just it's not the same.
Yeah, I've been looking for stuff to, like yesterday, for example, I experimented with like, I watched this one video and it was a girl, and she it was like a year update. There's these two YouTubers. This is what I like about like when you brought up like movies and TV. For me, that's like YouTube, where it's just like you get exposed to people doing, fixing their problems in interesting ways. Mm-hmm. So there's an educational part to it. Like the problem where it comes with me though is just like, am I using this to avoid something? Yeah. And like that's where I get sucked in.
Interesting. Yeah, I definitely use it as like a fire escape.
Yeah, and so do I.
Yeah, because like, yeah, I don't know what the hardest part. I shouldn't say the hardest part, but one of the hardest elements of like being alive, I guess, is like that loneliness that I think a lot of people experience. Like, I don't think that's a unique thing, but yeah, that is hard. Being like, oh, you should. It's like when people are like, hey, you seen anyone? You dating anyone? It's like, well, I haven't been on a date. Well, that's a lie. I haven't had a girlfriend in over a decade. Mm-hmm. And like, I'm not on the apps.
So, like, it's not offensive when people bring it up, but it is kind of fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Being like, oh, yeah. Girls love to just take care of, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fucking like, oh, man, it gets old.
Big time.
But at the same time, it's like, my therapist, Mark, he's married.
Yeah.
With twins, and he's a quad. So, like, it's not impossible.
Just feels impossible.
It just feels impossible right now. And, like, I don't know, some people just don't know how to, like, you know, like, bedside manner.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just don't get it.
Yeah.
They don't know how to approach these things. Like, I had someone who's close to me, a while ago, like, when I first got hurt. She was like, other people, like, I know it's really hard, but, like, some people have it worse.
Mm.
And she said that to me when I was, like, pretty freshly injured.
Yeah.
And I just started bawling.
Yeah.
Because, like, and I was apologizing. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to, like, be a burden or to make things... Because I was smoking weed every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and poppers.
Yeah.
Not just weed, like nicotine and the weed, and just getting fucking zonked. Yeah. But I don't know how to cope.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you cope with something like this? I didn't know how, but that was the only way I could numb the pain. Mm-hmm. And then to have someone who, like, I considered, like, an important person in my life to be like, yeah, it was not chill. And I think people need to... I think this goes for everyone. People need to be more gracious with each other. Like, everyone is so quick nowadays to be like... people are so quick to judge and to just gang up on something that if there's a disagreement or something they don't believe in. It's just such a toxic atmosphere right now. And I feel like if we just gave each other a bit of grace and try and understand the nuance to people's situations, yeah. I think that would go a long way.
I think it does go a long way. I think you give people lots of grace.
I like to think I do too. It's more the receiving of it, which is,
Do you feel like you receive that a lot?
Like that sort of commentary? No. I feel like for the most part, a lot people are really good about, like, my situation and what happened. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's only happened a few times where people have been really ignorant or, like, said things that are, like, I'm not okay with. Yeah. Like, I have a buddy who complains all the time about girls. And, like, I love listening to him because, like, that's what friends do, right? Yeah. But a part of me is like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to right now? Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, like, I really like this girl. I don't know when I'm going to see her again. It's like, dude, I haven't talked to a girl in a decade. Like that. Mm-hmm. Like, fuck off. Like, I love you and I'm going to listen to you and I'm going to try my best to, like, give you a good response. But it's like, holy fuck, the gall some people have. It's crazy. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing to deal with.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't know how we got on this topic, but I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
It's good to get it all out there.
Me too, 100%.
The feels are good.
But yeah, I think it's important. I think it's important to say. Mm-hmm. Yeah, big time.
Yeah. And a lot of people are scared to say stuff like this. Which is, I think, why, what we do, being very open, maybe a little too open, I think is good.
I think so too.
I think it's good for people. And if, hey, you're listening out there and you're dealing with some bullshit, give us a shout. We are more than happy to hear you out and to talk. And even just on a friend level, if you just want to, kind of level with us and just
Get it
talk.
off your chest.
Yeah, we're a good pair of shoulders to lean on. So, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Well, maybe that's a good place
I think that's
to
good.
cap it off at.
Yeah.
Listener, thank you very much. We love you.
Big time.
Big time. And we'll be back shortly in maybe a day or two.
See you in the next one. Ciao.
Peace.